Welcome back to the channel, guys, and absolutely those beautiful, lovely lady subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I'm the Godfather. We're at Simple Customs today. We got some customs on the bench for people. We got packages out a couple of days ago. We got a few more ready to go out. I still got to finish up a bunch of stuff. But last night, I was on Facebook, and I had a gentleman. I'm going to send him the video after this, but I don't know if he subscribed to my channel. He wanted to know what size axle tubes to use. So, I sent him a picture of the stuff I use for axle tubes. 5100s, K&S from Robbie Lobby. 5100s. So, what I do, I'll run the process a little bit, show you what I do. And then I had another gentleman jump in, and he says, "Oh, is there lots of wiggle room in there?" And I'm like, "Really, dude? Really? Lots of wiggle room. Would I use that tube if there were lots of wiggle room in it?" The axle from the Hot Wheel and Matchbox fit right in there nice. I get a my dental pick, and I open it up a little bit. Then I use this, and an original, this is a piano wire, which I gotta get at Hobby Lobby. I got some glue on it, but I ream this in and out of the hole as I, before I put my glue on my axles and put them in. But I'll show you that too. And let's take a look and see what we got on the bench. Let me try. Okay, I got this one going right here for Bruce Zolo. There's my race car going. Bruce Zolo. There's your body. There's the base of the race car. Oh, I don't want to show that too much. There's Philly's drag bus. There's Manny's Porsche Monster. I gotta do that one. There's John Vandervelde's son's car. What other stuff I got going on? There's the Enzo Ferrari. There's Manny's base. There's John Vandervelde's son's base. A lot of stuff here at Simple Customs. A lot of stuff going on. Whoop, whoop. Okay, let me turn the camera back around. Oh, there's my ugly kisser. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the phone down right here. I got to get one of those over mounts. My wife's going to order me one. So, gentlemen, there's the tube. 5100 axle tube. So what I do is I get my pick. I'll get the small end first. Because I already cut this, so when I cut it, I made the whole smaller. So I ream it out a little bit. Turn the pick around and make the hole a little bit. Really, Eddie? Really? Been doing this for 40 years. That's how I ream it out. Okay. Now, let me blow the ocean over. Starting to get chilly down here in South Carolina in the morning. It warms right up to 60 degrees. Okay, so here's a Hot Wheel with the axle. So say I want to put an axle tube in. First of all, when you put the axle tube in, number 50 bit on the drill, what you're going to do is you're going to go across your area where the axle tube is going to rest, and you're going to ream it out a little bit so you make that groove in there so you can set the tube in there. And open it up under the tabs. That's the first thing you're gonna do. Just go right across a few times, nice. It all depends how far you want to drop the car down. Nice, you go, set the tube right in there. Okay, now you get the base done for the tube. Next, get your cutters, and you got to adjust how wide the base is. If it's a wide base, like on the Dodge, see how wide it is? You can split it down the middle and you can still use the whole axle, half on each side of the wheel. But if it's a small base like a gasser, you're going to have to cut it down a little bit. Or unless you use smaller axles off another car. I just grabbed these because they're in the box. So, to see, that's how much space you got off the wheel. So if I'm going into a smaller casting, a smaller base like this, you see when I put the wheel in, it don't go, it only halfway, that's what you want, halfway and halfway. Now, what I do is, well, I'll show you on this one because I'm not going to use the wheel base. I'm not going to use, I'm just setting this in the frame for Bruce. So what you do is, go like that. I can extend the bit so I only have to go in once. But see what I'm doing? I'm making the channel for the axle tube. Now the axle tube is going to fall. It's going to slide right there. I measure it and cut it. Okay? I measure it and cut it. I'll do a test piece on this one. You measure it. You measure it and cut it. Okay. So I already opened it on one end. Now I do the same thing on the other. I stick the pin in, the pick in there, the dental pick. Remount the hole a little bit. Okay. Now I get my pick that I made out of the, I got glue on this, and I've been doing shit with it, but I shouldn't be doing what I did with it. I have to make another one up soon. All the glue on here. Okay. So, what I do is I get a piano wire from Robbie Lobby, and I'll stick it right in here, and I'll use that for my reamer. Now, I'll run it right inside my tube, like that, just to clean it out. Just to clean it out. This is the same size as a Hot Wheel Matchbox diameter. Now, for all you rocket scientists out there that tell me you should be using the other size tubes. And I had one guy telling me on Facebook, I'm familiar with doing that. Well, if you use bigger tubes, to do this, I don't know what size tubes you're using, but you got to use these tubes. This size, this is the only size, unless you want the axle to move in the tube, and then you're using a tube like this. There's different size tubes. You can go to a different size tube. You can go this size too, is a little bigger. This is a 5200. Yeah, you can put them in there, but you're gonna have play in there. What you're telling me, and the wheel's gonna spin, but it's gonna wobble. This ain't the tube you use. Use the 5100 from K&S, and then you slide your tube and your axle. You slide your axle right in there. Okay? No play in the axle. The whole axle don't have to move in the tube. It's the wheel moves on the end cap. What you do is you put a pinch of glue, and what I hold the liquid glue down so it don't run to the wheel. I put the liquid glue down onto the axle, a little bit, and then I fit this into the body and glue it down. Then I wait till it dries and cures hard. Then I'll take the base, and I'll put my axle in. When I glue it on the axle, slide it down. Now, your axle is glued in there. It don't have to move with the wheel. There's no sloppiness in there. Then you get the other side, and you do the same thing. Get a little glue down, hold it down, let the glue nice and easy. Don't over access it, because when you push it down, it's going to come up and hit the back of the nipple and the rim, and then it's going to stick. You just put a little bit on there, so you don't need a lot, because you're not racing these guys. See? Perfect. 5100 tubing. And you get your axle tubes. So, if you're watching my video, the gentleman on Facebook, that's what I use. That's how I do it. I've been doing this for a long time. That's why they call me the Godfather. I'm not the best. I'm not the greatest. I learn from the best. That's because I watch other customizers who got 45 years experience. I've been doing it for a long time, but my way ain't necessarily the best way. It's the easiest way. That's hint number one. That's hint of the week from the Godfather. So I'm going to send this to that gentleman on Facebook, or he can watch it here. And that's how I do my axle tubes. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.